Right, so it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I will try and update where I'm up to at the moment and what's going on. So a few weeks ago, I made an attempt at the WUCA indoor cycling distance record. I did do a short video, kind of the 24 hours after I finished that attempt, so that there is a video somewhere on this that will give you that instant feedback. Since then, I've pretty much been, I suppose, silent, externally. Everybody who I've met kind of in my normal community group, workmates, colleagues, family, friends, all the rest of it, they've had updates because I've been chatting to them as part of normal life. But I haven't put anything onto YouTube or elsewhere because I just haven't. I don't think I need to justify that. So, in terms of what's happened over the last couple of weeks, I obviously have grown more hair, that's got longer, and I've definitely grown my beard back, that's reappeared. So, to give like a bit of a recap, I finished the event on the Saturday, and then over the course of that, finishing that weekend, I then started to put things like the garage back together, because things like where the officials were sitting and all the rest of it, we kind of reconfigured the shed, so it's gone back to having actually bikes in here and all the rest of it set up. And then all of the data that we had to gather through the events all had to be compiled, put into sheets, put into Google Share folders, kind of labelled with what was going on what day, the .fit files that came from the Garmin head unit, all these different bits and pieces that all came together to then fit in to make it so there was a package that went across to WUCA for WUCA to then start to do their analysis, maths, and all the rest of it to go through. So at the moment, that is with them. That's I'm waiting on. I think I provided everything I need to do, and that's where it is. So personally, I kind of got to the point where I'd ridden all the stuff I needed to do. I came off the bike. I thought I wasn't going to ride for the rest of November, because I thought I've probably kind of done everything I need to do and I'm going to jump off the bike. So I did for a few days. What I started to realise was that, well, in terms of recovery, there was definitely certain patches that we saw. There were legs which were extremely fatigued. So I managed to get a sports massage kind of like a couple of days later, got a short notice cancellation, and that really helped. That started to reset things, but things like the saddle sores, that took a bit longer to come back. And also the damage that I'd done to my tendon, that took maybe a week or so before I could actually start to get mobility back in my foot, and it was all starting working again. By the time that had all cleared through, one of the things that I really notice is that if I'm going to be working in the office to actually have mental acuity and kind of keep in focus, I need to do something to move the blood flow around. And normally when I'm down here, also out here at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's a good starter before I actually start to do my work day. So I missed it. So I came back and I started riding again. The big difference has been that for the past year, when the world record attempt was kind of in my head or being worked on or one of the attentions, there was a lot of stuff that was going on in the background that I didn't share it with many people. But a lot of it was things like the nutrition plan, the training plan, trying to keep the training schedule, the intensity loads, the interval sessions, the long endurance ones, fitting it into not just being in here the whole time, but kind of how that fitted with London, Edinburgh, London, how that fitted with adventures, exploring, holidays, trips away, the whole lot. So for 11 months at least of this year, that had all been swirling around. So once I got off, to actually go to, I've got no plan. I've got nothing. Kind of, I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go and do an hour 45. I don't have to do 5 hours on a Monday night or whatever night it would be. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. So for a week or so, 2 weeks or so, I didn't bother measuring anything. Kind of like my intervals.icu hasn't got a plan in it. It still hasn't. I rode a lot more for enjoyment. I've had some opportunities to get out on the road, but cut down on the hours. Instead of doing 5 hours, just do 4 hours. I came in here Monday night to do 3.5 hours because the weather outside is cold. So we've got ice warnings the rest of the moment. But I didn't feel as if I needed to go and punish myself. So I came out here, caught up with the news, podcasts, and 3.5 hours and just enjoyed it. My performance trashed pretty much. And it's only the past week or so that I've actually started to go back to, I can get performance working a bit. But it hasn't got a target for anything, so it's not as if I need to push it for anything. And that's what I've been kind of working through. So I'm prompting Larry at WUCA to give me a final score and events and kind of like know where I am with the maths and where it sits. I want to put it to bed and find out how it went. It'd be nice to say that I've got some amazing Instagram story with lots of different things going on and all the rest of it. Oh, bugger that. So I've just been a normal dad of 2 kids working in a 9-to-5 job and all the rest of it. So that's what I've been doing. Plans for the future, I don't know. I haven't got anything set at the moment. I don't know what I'll go off and do. Publicity wise, it hasn't really been publicity at all. I haven't got a publicity team, and as I haven't got the official information from WUCA, I don't know what I can say. It's a bit of an unknown. So as soon as I got the information back from WUCA, I can actually start to publicise stuff and say this is what happened, what I did. As I said in the previous stuff, extremely grateful to my wife, Chris, Rob, Dan and Pete, who did the officials sections while I was in here doing what I did. They were amazing. We'll go out we'll organise a meal. We're getting to that point where it's running up to Christmas. We'll do it in January, I think, to make sure we can have a sit down, all partners and all the rest of it, and have a good meal and catch up. So that's where we're at. Some of the things that I did notice, Haribo. I used to love Haribo. Now Haribo'd out. I'm fatigued by that. Some of the other things we've still got offshoots of, certain flavours and all the rest of it are still kind of slightly weird because of that. It took a lot to try and convince my body that I don't need to eat 1 billion calories all the time. So now my stomach is actually starting to hopefully go back more to normal rather than just crash as much food as possible through your body. Because I'm not sitting in here for 7 days on a turbo trainer. So that's taken some effort and trying to readjust back to being a healthy, normal adult doing stuff. So that's where I'm up to. Though I'm sure that if I get more crazy ideas and more stuff, I will start to blog, whatever, more stuff. If there's something else that comes up. And also I'll put something out when I officially know what the information is. The other thing was I got drunk after so long not having alcohol. Not so long. I was off alcohol all the way through August and all the rest of it, August, September, October, November, and into November, kind of. So when I actually finished doing the WUCA event, I have gone back to enjoying a beer, not feeling guilty about it. The other thing, it's nice not to, if I miss a 6 a.m. out here, I don't have to feel guilty for it or think I need to make that up because it fits in with a training impulse plan and all the rest of it. To not have that thought is nice. I am going to probably I do miss having a project to be thinking and working on. But I think some of the ones in the immediate future is going to be slightly more mundane. I've got my uncle's boat, remote control boat, not a big boat, to strip down, revarnish and rebuild and all the rest of it. I've got a little train set in here, kind of off the camera over that way. I'm going to have a play around with that with some microcontrollers and see if I can program it. There's other bits like that. They're going to be projects that will occupy me through the winter, but I'm sure that there's going to be some fitness thing that I'll come up with an idea. Okay, that's my update.